Have you ever wondered why money seems to come easily to some people, while others, no matter how hard they work, constantly struggle to make ends meet? Have you ever sat in silence, questioning why your intentions feel so strong, your hustle relentless, your abundance remains out of reach? The answer might surprise you yourself. It's not about how hard you work. It's not about how smart you are. It's not even about how much you want it. It's about what you believe you are allowed to receive. You see, abundance isn't locked away behind effort. It's not been withheld because you haven't done enough. It's waiting patiently behind the walls that you didn't even know you built. And those words come down the moment you say these three powerful words: I accept, I desire, I allow. These words are not just affirmations. They are so strong, energetic permissions. They are declarations that signal to the universe, to God, that I am ready, I am worthy, and I am open. And when you begin to repeat these words, not just with your mouth, but with your energy and strength, with your faith, purpose, and belief, something incredible begins to happen. Now listen to me. Money flows effortlessly, not because you forced it, not because you manipulated the system, but because you finally aligned with the truth. You were never meant to beg for abundance. You were born for it. Now let's take these words individually and try to expatiate on them. I accept. I accept is a doorway. And to accept is to drop the resistance. So many people unknowingly block their blessings because they haven't actually truly accepted the possibility that life can be easy for them, that wealth can flow effortlessly, that abundance can feel so natural. They believe subconsciously that accepting money makes them greedy, that wealth and spirituality don't mix up, that comfort is a luxury for others and not for them. But when you say, I accept, listen, when you say, I accept, you soften that resistance. You step out of denial into allowance. You are no longer fighting against the flow of money or funds. You are simply opening the door. In other words, to accept means that I accept that I am supported. I accept that money loves me. I accept that I'm no longer the person who has to struggle to survive. It is not submission, it is surrender. It is surrender to something greater, something kinder, something more abundant than you were, and something greater than you were thought to believe in. The second word there is I desire. I desire is a function of alignment. And deserving isn't just about earning, it's about being. Think of the trees, the oceans, the stars. They do not hustle for permission to exist. No. They do not bargain for beauty. They do not bargain for rain. They do not bargain for sunlight. You too were born deserving. But from a young age, you were told otherwise. You were told you had to prove your worth. You were told you needed credentials, accomplishments, and sacrifices. So you internalized a belief that you must work harder, longer, and better just to be worthy of receiving something. That's a lie. That's a lie. When you say, I deserve, you're correcting generations of programming. You're saying something. I'm not guilty for wanting more. I'm not ashamed of my power. I'm not too much. I'm not too late. And I'm not a mistake. You are simply reclaiming your inherent right to abundance. You're saying, I do not need permission to receive what's already mine. Now that third word there, which is I allow is a flow. It is the final key. You can accept that abundance is real. You can believe that you deserve it. But until you allow it, it cannot come in. To allow is to remove that gatekeeper from your heart. To stop that micromanaging. To stop fearing what others think. To stop doubting that it can't be this simple. But of course it can. So allowing is the act of you opening your hands. It is an energetic cooperation with the great grace of God. When you say, I allow, you're no longer chasing, you're aligning. You're saying, I allow money to find me easily. I allow unexpected blessings to show up in my life. I allow myself to feel good while receiving. I allow wealth to become my natural state. And in this state of permission, the universe moves the mountains to meet you. Why these three words work together? This is the reason. These words are not isolated mantras. They are a sequence. I accept clears the ground. I deserve plants the seed. I allow opens the sky for rain. This is energetic gardening. This is spiritual architecture. This is vibrational truth. And when these three words are spoken repeatedly, these words begin to override years of scarcity thinking. They penetrate the subconscious and dismantle the deep-seated beliefs that once whispered, you're not enough. You're too late. You'll always struggle. And slowly, pace by pace, beautifully, your energy towards the divine source begins to shift. And as your energy towards that drive shifts, your external world begins to respond in symphony. Not because it's magic, no, but because the great grace is mirroring you into an acceptance world. It has always been mirroring you, but you never knew that they align. You're going to say it daily. You're going to say it deeply. You're going to say it until you believe it. Now, I must need you to know that this is not just a one-time chant. It's not a trick. This is a spiritual daily hygiene. Yes, it's a spiritual daily hygiene for you. Every morning, look in the mirror and speak like a promise. I accept, I deserve, I allow. Every time you feel fear around money, repeat it. I accept, I deserve, I allow. When you feel unworthy, repeat it. I accept, I deserve, I allow. When you receive a blessing, say it louder. I accept, I deserve, I allow. And don't just say it when things go wrong. Say it when things go right. Because consistency creates confidence, and confidence attracts the currency. It does. So let the flow begin. You don't need another strategy before you shift your energy. You don't need another guru before you trust your soul. You don't need another job, another degree, another miracle. You just need to start saying what your higher self already knows. I accept. I deserve. I allow. Now that you have spoken the words, I accept, I deserve, I allow, the real transformation begins. Not outside, but within you. Because these are not magical words. They are keys. They are keys that unlock the cages of the subconscious mind, where poverty thinking, fear, and emotional depth have lived far too long. And if you're still hearing me right now, you are not someone who is casually curious. You're someone that is ready to change your relationship with abundance forever. You are someone who is tired of just hoping things would get better. You're ready to embody wealth, not just wish for it. Now, we want to go deeper. I want to x-ray to you 10 connectivity keys that has an alignment with these 3 words that are super. And before money can flow effortlessly into your life, number 1, there are the hidden beliefs that block money. There are hidden beliefs that block money from coming to you. You must excavate what's been silently repelling it. Because money is energy. And energy responds not just to what you say out loud, but what you believe in your bones. So ask yourself, do I feel guilty when I think about being rich? Do I believe people would resent me if I succeed? Do I secretly feel safer being unseen, struggling, or small? Do I worry that being wealthy will make me a target or somehow less spiritual? Now, these are energetic blockers, and they cancel out your affirmations no matter how often you say them. So what's the antidote to this? Compassionate awareness. You have to have compassionate awareness. Meet these beliefs with love, not judgment. Say, I see you. I know you tried to protect me, but I'm choosing a new path now. Each time you say, I accept, I deserve, and I allow, say it in response to the fear. Let these words become the new voice in your head. Secondly, you have to heal the money wound. I could say this now, honestly, almost everyone has a money wound in their life. It passes down through family, through culture, through religion, through generations in society. It tells you that money doesn't grow on trees. It tells you that rich people are greedy. It tells you that you have to struggle to be successful. But here's the truth. Your healing is your responsibility, not your parents, not societies, not the governments. You have the power to stop the cycle, to be the one in your lineage who says, the struggle ends with me and now. So you have to repeat this to yourself right now. I forgive those who taught me to fear abundance. I understand they were surviving, but I am now choosing to thrive. I rewrite the story. It has to be. It has to be. Thirdly, you have to be emotionally aligned with abundance. Emotions sometimes are magnets of the universe. They are magnets of the grace of God. You can't trick these emotions. with empty words. No, you must feel what it's like to be wealthy before wealth appears for you. So what does emotional alignment look like? Gratitude for what you already have. Be grateful for what you have. Have joy in the little luxuries that you have. The peace around your bills, trusting they'll cover somehow. You cover them up. Have peace. Despite those bills are piling up, but have peace within your mind. Detach from how and when the money comes. In other words, when you walk through your day with a feeling that you're already abundant, the grace, that energy would match it also. So because it always reflects when you are being. So sit quietly. Sometimes just sit in your room and just internalize. Imagine like you're checking your bank account and seeing more than enough inside your account. Imagine that every bill is being paid with ease. Imagine that blessings, you blessing others with your overflow, comes so effortless. Let the feeling rise from within your subconscious mind. Let it become real to you as a person. This is vibrational blueprint that calls the wealth into your life. Fourthly, you have to let go of how it's going to happen. And this is where most people get stuck. They try to control the overflow or the abundance that shows up. I need to land this one client. I have to get this job. I must make this business to go viral. But this energy we talk about here is not limited to your plan alone. This grace that gives you that divine enablement is not limited to what you are planning. It may bring money through unexpected refunds, surprise gifts, divine timing, or an opportunity you never imagined. So you must stop micromanaging that miracle. When you say, I allow, you are saying, I trust the how. So do your part. Take inspired action, but release the grip of control. Because abundance only flows through you, but it never is dependent on you. You have to also receive without resistance. You got to receive without resisting the energy. Yes, and that's number 5. You have to receive without resistance. And here's something that most people won't tell you. Some people fear receiving more than they fear lack, because receiving requires you to feel worthy, to be seen, to be open. Now, if someone gave you $10,000 today, would you feel peace? Or would you panic? Would you start thinking, do I deserve this? What do I do with it? What if it goes away? So receiving a skill, practice it. Get comfortable with compliments. Gift small blessings. Say thank you. Don't shrink away. Don't deflect it. Let this affirmation become like real to you. I'm open to receiving expected and unexpected ways. I'm safe receiving. I'm worthy of overflow. It has to be. Now, the number 6 point of aligning into these 3 powerful words is that you have to create safety in wealth. You have to be safe in wealth in your mind. Sometimes people subconsciously push money away because it never felt safe to be abundant or to have overflow. Maybe they saw loved ones fight over inheritance, or they were taught that wealthy people get taken advantage of. So the inner child in them believes, stay small and stay safe. But you're not a child anymore. Grow up. You can create a new safety for yourself. You can tell your nervous system, we are not in danger, we are expanding, and we are safe to do so. So regulate yourself daily with claiming practices, deep breathing, journaling, grounding, visualization, because a regulated body and mind becomes a magnet for miracles. Number 7, There is a frequency of overflow. You have to align with it. There is the difference between wanting money and embodying abundance. To want money often comes from a place of lack. But to embody abundance is to live in overflow. And this is before the money arrives. So you begin to speak like a wealthy person, walk like someone who trusts their paths, give like someone who would never run out of funds. And this doesn't mean reckless spending. It means some energetic generosity coming from you to others. Smile more, compliment others, tip with joy, share knowledge. When you become the source, you no longer feel separate from supply. You say, I'm a channel of abundance. I do not chase money, I attract money. Number 8, you have to daily practice for wealth alignment. And here is a very powerful daily habit that you have to reinforce. I accept, I deserve, I allow. In the morning, speak to yourself. I accept, I deserve, I allow. At midday, catch one negative thought and reframe it. Celebrate one way money supported you today. A ride, a meal, a payment, a deal. I accept, I deserve, I allow. In the evening, visualize the life you're stepping into. Say, thank you, oh God, for that is already on its way. It's just making room for the abundance to flow into your life. So consistency is more powerful than intensity. Make wealth align your daily devotion. Number 9, anchor into this worthiness. In other words, your net worth would always reflect your self-worth. So the deepest work is always the inner work. Ask yourself, what version of me is already living the life I want? How does that version of me think? How does it speak and act? How can I embody them now, even in small ways? Then make this your daily mantra. I am worthy. I am enough. I am already who I need to be. The more you believe it, the more the world will respond accordingly. And finally, number 10, letting it be easy with you. You probably might have been taught that wealth must be earned with pain. But that's not a law. That's a limiting belief in your head. What if it could be easy? What if you didn't have to suffer to be abundant or to have overflow? What if joy, alignment, and purpose were the greatest wealth strategies? Now you got to repeat this to yourself, that I allow it to be easy. I let it go of struggle. I flow with grace. I allow it to be easy. I let go of trouble and struggles. I flow with grace. Because ease is not laziness. It's just your central alignment in your mind, in your brain. When you are aligned, everything you need comes to you. Your ideas, people, opportunities, and money. Let that be your truth. Finally, speak it, feel it, and live it. Stand up right now. Put your hand over your heart. Close your eyes and repeat after me. I accept the money, the favor, the freedom. I accept that my life gets to change. I deserve. I was born for this. I am not too late. I am not unworthy. I deserve abundance. I allow. I open the gates. I remove the fear. I let money flow effortlessly to me, through me and for me. Now breathe and begin to receive. Let this become your daily rhythm and mantra. Let this truth rewrite your life. Money was never the problem. Your belief was. Now you believe, so now you receive. It begins now.